What if Palpatine killed Yoda in Revenge of the Sith? What if Palpatine didn't pause to laugh and build a dramatic effect? He fired another full power blast of Force Lightning at the Grand Master while he was down and not moving. He would take out his lightsaber and slice Yoda in half, putting a final end to the leader of the Jedi, once and for all. This would change everything. He would save so much time, leading to his arrival on Mustafar much sooner than he did in Revenge of the Sith. If he even arrived just a few minutes earlier in the original timeline, then he may have been able to save Anakin. As we can see here, he was trying to escape because he knew his apprentice was in danger. That, and the fact that he was probably partially doubtful of Yoda's level of power and if he could really take him on. Using his powers to conceal himself, he would show up behind Kenobi as he saw Anakin contemplating on jumping to the high ground. As Anakin jumped, he would fire a massive bolt of Force Lightning at Kenobi, stunning him and sending him to the riverbank below, shaking in pain as he looked up to see Palpatine rest his hand on Vader's shoulder, who now landed safely on the dirt hill. Moving to Obi-Wan, Palpatine would summon Vader over, ordering him to kill his master as his test. Enraged with Obi-Wan for turning Padme against him, he would look at him for a brief moment before slicing his torso in half. Vader would grab Padme's body as she lay on the floor and take her aboard Palpatine's ship. Hiding his emotions, Palpatine summoned his clone troopers to take care of Padme, giving them a poison to inject into her veins after she gave birth, once they arrived at the Star Destroyer with Admiral Tarkin, that is. Upon Padme's death, after giving birth on the ship, Palpatine would tell Vader that in his anger, it seemed he killed her and she lost the will to live. Enraged and ultimately now locked into an eternity of suffering, he pledged his allegiance to the dark side, to the life of pain, and vowed to train his children under his master, growing to know only hate, pain, and suffering. The two would rain fear and terror over the galaxy in the name of the new empire, completing the construction of the Death Star like we saw in Rogue One. With his full, untampered connection to the Force, Anakin would move to strike down his master as he had wanted to since his turn to the dark side, killing the Emperor in a sudden swipe of his lightsaber. Palpatine would fall to the floor, where Anakin would grab him and toss his dead, impaled body over the railings leading to the generator's core in his throne room. Fulfilling his destiny, he sat on his new throne as Emperor Vader with his son, Luke, by his side as Leia attended unfinished business with the Hutts on Tatooine. The galaxy was now solidified in Vader's control. His gaze oversaw the fate of the future which fell prey to his command, the power of the Death Star under a voice of his breath. He spent the rest of his years as the most powerful entity in the galaxy. That is, until Luke decided it was his turn to take the throne.